UQ, three players UQ running away. I can't see the red in Engineer's health is very low, and they take out the mid tower. That was a very strong team fight from 5 there. The ultimates coming in from Soul Stealer, Hellbringer, and Corrupted Disciple, really just tearing apart the UQ side, and they were kind of disorganized for the whole of that fight, and it resulted in getting a tower, and now the effects can be seen again. They're now tying up the gold again, and in fact they're ahead by about 1,000 gold again, and they're ahead on by 4k experience. So that's really not good. You don't want to have Soul Stealer, Hellbringer level 16 when you're still trying to push those tier 2 towers. So really good job from 5 doing that, despite the lag that they apparently say they have.
Yeah, well, we all know us. The professional gaming community always quite, love to be little girls about lag and latency and stuff. So who knows exactly how bad they really are lagging, in all honesty. But then again, it is what it is. We have to take Angry Testy's word for it. And, when he said he needed that pause, he needs that pause. But we do have overall pretty good gold per minute on Booska over here, which is looped. He's at 387. He's working on it. He's 2/3 the way to Shrunken Head. He's already got his portal key, as we stated in the last match, or last team fight. And instead of a bottle, he does have a power supply, which I really like. If you're not solo mid, you don't necessarily need the bottle. Not a bad item to get, but since he's farming so well and just getting those items so fast, the bottle's just going to take up space. So he's doing a good job. And Corrupt Disciple, got a few runes in mid, although I believe Defiler and UQ in general was definitely beating him to most of those runes. Now we do have a huge team fight about to be set up. Pharaoh's going to want to hook in, separate him with Wall of Mummies, and then Engineer's going to go in, try and blow a good ult. Slither's going to do everything, Defiler's going to do everything, and Corrupt Disciple blowing the invis, coming in with Overload, just being all sorts of annoying. And Slither without invis wards, or anti-invis wards, the Overload just doing lots of work. And we do see an arrow going off, and it is going to hit Soul Stealer. Soul Stealer with a 5-second arrow, and Hellbringer ult goes off. Pharaoh goes down instantly. Engineer ult goes off. It is going to catch not a whole lot. Booska just blinking in, although I believe he was silent, so he could not ult. Defiler needs to be very careful. She's actually going down. One nuke from Soul Stealer takes her out. Corrupt Disciple coming in, trying to do a lot of work. He's going to be chasing down Engineer. Valkyrie's ult does go off, and for some reason it didn't go off earlier. I heard it twice. I don't know if that was a glitch or what exactly happened. Slither, is he going to get out? No, the Ancient Creeps are not going to kill him. And it does look as though Valkyrie is going forward, although he was seen, he is being pinged. And another good team fight for Team 5, Soul Stealer being the only one going down. And, yeah, I believe 2 people went down for Legion, although maybe not. Did someone...
Yeah,
no, Pharaoh's already back up. That's what happened.
Pharaoh died as well. Yeah.
Pharaoh not getting an ult off, not getting... it's just not looking good for him this game. He's just been kind of kept down this whole time. Having to deal with a dual-ranged, 3 nukes, plus a slow, plus a stun. So you're looking at like 5 nuke dual-ranged lane top. That's just... It's a no bueno for a melee hero. And really, it's... 5 is running it really well, and the Soul Stealer just getting nice and buff. And because of, a few good team fights, Glacius has a reasonably high gold per minute at 123 for a support hero. I know, obviously, for a carry or a normal ganker type person, that's not good. But trust me, if you're Hellbringer and Glacius over 100 gold per minute at this point in time, your team's doing a good job allowing you to get a little bit of CS, or excuse me, CK, and a little bit of tower gold. So, overall, we do see Valkyrie potentially getting caught here. No, I don't believe she's going to be. Glacius, wow, Blacksmith needs to be very careful. He's got to phase boots away from those neutral creeps.
Yeah,
and Valkyrie really wants to initiate here.
In trouble.
Yeah, right?
Go ahead.
And we do see Slow coming in, and Engineer actually coming down. He misses the keg, and a huge ult from Sabuska, and that is looking no good for Engineer. Engineer, man, you really got to be careful. Some more creep stacking going on. That Soul Stealer is just getting so buff. Even though he died in that last team fight, I think he's already gotten all the gold and more back. We do see an organized push team fight, something coming here on top lane from the Legion side. UQ needing to take those towers down. They actually go ahead, they find some of the stacks, and it looks as though Valkyrie and Defiler are going to take some. And a bunch of pings going off by Dark Green into their jungle. I don't really know why.
Just got his Shrunken Head.
Wow, that's actually going to be huge because I don't believe there's anything on the Hellborn side besides Pharaoh's ult that can stun him now. Yeah, this is not looking good. Pharaoh's ult is the only way to stop him from blinking in and ulting, and I still don't even think Pharaoh's going to have the reaction time to do it. Not to mention, he should be initiating the ganks, not necessarily waiting for Soul Stealer to do something like that to them. Overall, though, you know, you got to put 5 in the lead right now, not just based on experience and gold, but just overall, I just think they're outplaying UQ. I think UQ having, you know, Engineer overplaying there earlier, not necessarily setting up the best team fights. I don't know, man. It's looking like 5 might take this 2-0. What do you think, Con?
Yeah, well, I think that, you know, 5 have the edge at the moment, and from the heroes, they also have the late game. So if it continues as it is, there's no doubt that 5 are going to win. At the moment, the same thing kind of happened last game. It's UQ that have to start doing things right. They have to stop making mistakes here, like Engineer, and they're actually doing that right now. They have to push these towers, get them all down, get that 6k gold from the around 6k gold from those 3 towers, and then they have to start pushing some racks before the carries get out of control. Initiation from Pharaoh, and Hellbringer ult comes in, and Soul Stealer coming in, ulting, BKBing, and he's dealing a ridiculous amount of damage just with that BKB and boots and whatnot. Ult coming off from Engineer doesn't do much though. Corrupted Disciple just sitting there in Viz, letting his ult do damage. Another blink in from Soul Stealer. Soul Stealer getting another kill, throwing out some nukes. This is probably a dead Defiler as well. In fact, it definitely is. And Engineer runs away on low health. Pharaoh running away. He used his ultimate at least, but he wasn't really a presence in that game. They got the tower, but the team fight wasn't very organised yet again. And you know, 5 just have this superior execution in these team fights, and kind of better synergy now that Soul Stealer can pretty much do all this unprevented damage from auto attacking and his nukes in the Shrunken Head. One of the reasons Soul Stealer is so strong is because you can get Shrunken Head, and he still does ridiculous damage in the mid game because he has these 3 nukes, potentially 900 damage worth of nukes. So yeah, 1 or 2 more of them, and this game is just going to run away from UQ. I think, you know, the carries are just getting too buff. Soul Stealer now being played by Looped, having the Warhammer. So the first part of his what's it called? Shieldbreaker.
Shieldbreaker.
Let's check. Yeah, Corrupted Disciple having, you know, Ghost Marchers and Icebrand. And how close is he? He is 2k, so he has enough money for his Frostburn. So that team fight right there, it went really badly for UQ, and it's only
Arrow
gonna
in
be
mid,
worse
Keg
the
going
next
out,
time.
Engineer actually, Blacksmith did go down while you were talking real fast, and he just overplaying, you know, in my opinion. UQ just kind of demoralized, I would say, but Blacksmith just sitting there farming mid, eating an arrow directly to his face, and it wasn't even a hidden arrow. It was something that he should have easily seen coming, and yeah, UQ seems very demoralized right now. We do see Tinker going down on the turret, but go ahead and continue.
Wow, that tower went down very fast. Really strong combo, Defiler and Defiler's ult and Tinker from Engineer there. And now they're going to try Kong with the leftover ult from Defiler, so Kong will go down pretty fast as well. It doesn't seem like 5 know about it at all. They don't have any wards around there. Slither just warding around there, so they know that 5 are coming. And
You know, I think the warding that was not. I think their wards, they didn't need to do it. Soul Stealer was not going to check Kong, or they were not going to rotate left, but doing those wards after seeing them just leave mid, I think that actually gave up the fact that they were doing Kongor. I mean, I know you want to do it for safety reasons, but do it up on a ledge or something like that. I really think that that gave away the fact that they were doing Kongor. And on top of that, top tower does go down for Legion side, so although they're pushing these towers very aggressively, they're also not necessarily doing the greatest when it comes to defending their own. They just needed 1 port in, and nobody did it. So we do see Crypt Disciple trying to get a kill here, and he does have Frostburn already. So lots of damage, lots of move speed, lots of attack speed. This is not looking good. That Crypt Disciple is nice and beefy. So yeah, we're just going to have to see exactly how this plays out. Engineer doesn't even have Thunderclaw yet. He's level 11 to Corrupted Disciple 16. Both 16 on Corrupted Disciple and Soul Stealer. So Soul Stealer with that level 3 ult. And soon to be Shield Breaker. In this game,